Hello, hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to day 6 of our self-love challenge. I'm so excited you're here. Today, what I want to talk about is actually kind of throwing several different modalities at you. And it's been really eye-opening for me the last couple days as I've been waking up with like almost in a panic attack sort of feeling. My chest has been like, beaten. And like thoughts in my mind are like, I am so tired. What am I doing? Like, I don't think I can do what I'm doing. So I want to get into a little bit of the story of what's going on. So my oldest son turned 15 yesterday, and we were going to Busch Gardens and taking some of his friends there. So there's like a lot of extra energy in my house, and like they're all great boys, I love them to death. But having 7 people in the house has been a lot, and taking him here and there and wherever. And then yesterday we went to Busch Gardens. So yesterday, whenever I woke up, it was like, am I going to be able to handle what I'm getting myself into sort of feeling in the morning? And so I want to go through what I do in real time when this is happening. I also want to mention that this morning, I woke up basically in a panic attack because I was going to a networking event today for the first time, which is very like triggering for me, going out into the world. I've been hiding for a while, and just meeting new people at a new place. After doing Busch Gardens yesterday, we didn't get back until like 1 or 2 in the morning, so I'm like tired, So sitting out in my chair this morning before I went to this event, I'm like thinking of all these reasons why I have an excuse not to go, right? And that's kind of the same cycle that I'm trying to, get over, get past, transcend. So what I want to go over today is what I do whenever and normally it's in the morning when this is happening. It's like I wake up and it's just like reality hits, Do you know that feeling? Dready, kind of. I haven't had dread in the morning in 7 months until the last couple mornings because, I am getting out there more and I'm doing more. So I guess there's more to dread. Even though none of the things were dreadful. Like we had a blast yesterday, and I'm so glad that I did not make an excuse to not go to this thing today, because it really was incredible for me, and I'm so excited to go back and do it again. So yeah, let's get into it. So whenever I wake up and I feel that way, the first thing that I do is I acknowledge what I'm feeling. I'm feeling tired right now, and that is okay. Like, I'm allowed to be tired. That feeling belongs. Instead of, oh, I wish I wasn't tired, or why am I so tired, or oh, I'm so sick and tired of being tired, So acknowledging that, yes, I am tired, and that's okay, And then I go outside and I stand in the grass with my bare feet and I move my body, However it wants to move, I move it. I make noises. Shake, and let that flow. Whatever your body feels like doing, allow it to do that. okay? And I sit with it, and I like feel the feeling, and I let it be there, and I let it kind of get bigger. And then, I don't know, somewhere in that, it kind of just, it feels okay then. It's like it's been hugged and it's been seen. And then I go and do things, you know? So, yeah, it's really like that moment whenever you're feeling that way. And I mean, the thoughts that were playing in my head were like, I don't have enough energy for this. I'm not gonna have enough time for that. You know, I'm gonna go to this place and say something bad, or, you know, and that's where we have to, in that feeling the feeling, and like, where is this coming from? And is it true? Like, of course I can make it all happen, you know? Not all of it, but the things that I really want to happen. And it's easy to make excuses. I could have easily said, oh guys, I'm having an episode and I really need to, you know, tend to myself today and I can't take you wherever. And I could have made excuses this morning and not went again. But, you know, I didn't. And I came outside and I sat with myself. I looked at the trees. I looked at the grass. Another thing I love to do is just tapping, like tapping my face, tapping my body. It makes me feel like I'm back in my body and not in this place where it's like, freaking out somewhere else, like watching myself unravel, basically. You guys ever feel like this? Like you really want to do something and then it's time to do it and you're like, you know? So, yeah. It's been a really interesting couple days. I've got a lot going on and it's been great. Even though I've woke up with these similar patterns that were in my past, the way that I've held space for that has made all the difference in the world. And so, to reiterate, some of the things that you can do if you find yourself in one of these spirals, one of these thought spirals that you just can't really pull yourself out of, it's so helpful to get outside. Like, I just feel instantly better whenever I go outside. If I'm standing on the ground or like at the beach, you know, barefoot, I love the springs. I love anything with water. There's a creek by my house. I love to go stand in that. It just instantly kind of decharges my body. You know, it takes some of that negative pulse out so that I can get out of that spiral, that circle of thought. Breathing, deep breaths in and out. I imagine when I'm breathing that through my feet, the air is coming from the center of the earth, and I hold it at my heart. And then whenever I exhale, I imagine it all going out of my head into the universe. And then I do the inverse of that. Breathe in from the universe through my head into my heart and hold it there and breathe it out. Sighing, making noises, letting your body get rid of the whatever it is that's making you like not able, you know? We're all able, it's just we get stuck in these loops, and a lot of that is the initial denial, like the not wanting to be there, the not wanting to have that feeling, to have that sensation, Like, it really caught me off guard the last 2 days. Today was worse than yesterday. I think probably because I was actually pretty tired and I was doing something new. You know, I've gone to Busch Gardens several times and I know how that goes. But I did it. And I did it because I'm using these tools. And you know what I used to do? It would be take a drink to make it go away. You know? And that did work for a short term until it came back even stronger. And these are the opposite. It's like, you know, it may not feel as effective as, let's say, taking a Xanax or, you know, having a drink. But over time, when your body starts to realize that it's safe to feel this way, you know, we live in an overwhelming, overstimulated, over everything, you know, like, of course it's gonna unravel sometimes, and it's okay to take a moment and sit with it and get yourself in a place where it's really you, you know, and not this like thought looped, reactive, like if I would have went to that event today and not done these things to kind of, I want to say undread myself. That's not a word, I made it up. To like deactivate all of this anxiety, I guess is what it was. Panic, you know? Am I gonna get there? Am I gonna be able to find it? Am I gonna say something to somebody that, you know, isn't right or whatever? Like, are my kids gonna be okay while I'm there? All these thoughts. To take yourself from that and give yourself that acceptance of what is, which is panic and like fear, really, a lot of fear of the unknown. I hadn't been there. I hadn't done that. So just sitting with that and saying, it's okay that you feel this way. It makes total sense. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. This feeling belongs here. It is trying to keep me safe. And I can show myself that I am safe by doing these things, like resting whenever I need to, grounding, feet on the earth, drinking water, submerging in water. Water is so good. Listening to music, that's a really big one for me too. You know, you can put on a song, like whatever you want to feel, put on a song that feels that way, that makes you feel that way, and watch. I mean, it might take a few minutes, but it'll get you there. It'll get you a little closer anyway. Breathing into those sensations of fear and doubt, dread, breathing into them and letting them know it's okay, I'm here. I am here. I've got you. You belong. Such a good breath. And it releases that tension. And that's what all of this is like, all of these loops are past tensions that are still stuck. Because it's weird, you know, if you're out in public and you do like, you know, it's actually being normalized in my house right now. My youngest child really loves it. We make all kinds of fun noises. But, I mean, you can do it in your car, you can do it in the shower, you can do it in your backyard if you don't want to do it in front of people. I understand. It took me a long time to just not even care anymore, and I still do a little bit, but the noises help get that stuck stuff out. Sitting there with that feeling is different than what we've done in the past. It's new, you know, and it's so lovely. It's so lovely. It's like you get to be there for yourself, you know, and you know you can count on you. And even if you slip up, that's okay. We'll be gentle on that too. We know why. It's been like ingrained into us. Yeah, letting that feeling belong there is like so huge. It's so huge. And really, that's what the next 2 weeks are going to be about, because that has been the most transformational thing for me that I have done. Is just, it's so simple and yet so hard to do in the moment. It's so easy to do though, and then you get better at it. The time goes down between whenever you realize you did the old thing again instead of the new thing, and the time gets shorter and shorter, and eventually you just start doing it. It's the new thing is the thing you do now. And yeah, tapping is so good. I like to tap my face in the morning, and like, it's like rise and shine. So yeah, today the challenge is to incorporate one of these things, if not more, whenever you are in a spiral and maybe you've tried to put this space there, but you're still feeling that like tension in your body or whatever it may be. Like, go outside and stand barefoot and do a couple like goddess breaths, like you know, do that a couple times, and then you can come back to, okay, where is this thought coming from? You know, because if you're super charged, it's really hard to be in that rational thinking, being able to figure out where it is. It's like more you're stuck in the reactivity of all of it. So using nature to decharge yourself, and then that way it gives you the opportunity to respond from a less charged state. All right. I hope this message finds you all well, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.